Zimbabwe.
Well, he played half-cock. He was in no man's land. He just played from the crease, and it was always good the way he was trying to play earlier was to go forward, but then he's caught there at the stump trying to play across the line, which is not a right thing to do on a counter wicket where the ball doesn't come up and onto the bat so fast. And to follow that wicket, India 5 for 1.
Sanjay Manjrekar has been promoted to the number 3 spot, so a couple of changes in the Indian batting lineup. Beautifully timed. First boundary of the day.
A lot of width on that delivery. Ball pitching on the off stump and still moving away. Very nicely played by Sidhu. Watching the ball to the very end, placing it past point.
That finds the gap. So the second boundary for India.
A very positive looking stroke from Navjot Singh Sidhu. The ball well pitched up to and from Charlie Locke. Getting right on top of the ball, just getting his feet across. Look at the flow of the bat, played so beautifully between the gap.
And the ball called by umpire Buckner, and that's going to run away for 4. Inside edge onto the pad.
One has to be very careful bowling to a line here because can't do wicket. As it is, supports the batsman a lot. And if you drift down the leg side, that is the kind of treatment that you're going to get.
And well taken. There's that mid-wicket position coming into play. That's a very good catch because Manjrekar hit the ball extremely hard.
The ball well pitched up to him, but then that's a brilliant catch, a reflex catch, if you recall. Very close to the bat, the ball on the leg stump, wanting to play with the swing and taken marvelously at by Campbell at shot mid-wicket. So follow that wicket, India 25 for 2.
Mohammad Azharuddin, captain of India, and he's got a job to do, coming in at 25 for 2.
Slower delivery from Charlie Locke and nicely placed by Navjot Sidhu. Just shows you how fast this outfield is. It goes all the way into the fence for 4.
So Sidhu opening the face of the bat, waiting for it to come on to him, playing it very, very late, and then picking that gap between backward point and cover. That's good batting by Navjot Singh Sidhu.
In the air, and this could be out. It'll be interesting to see. Yes, Steve Buckner has nodded his head. The ball just stopping on the batsman. Azharuddin playing a little bit too early, and what a start for Brian Strang. First ball and a wicket.
Well, we've heard Ian Chappell say earlier on that that is a position where there would be a few catches coming in, that short mid-wicket position, and Azharuddin playing a little too early, not quite getting hold of it, not able to keep it down as well, and a fine catch there at short mid-wicket. So that's a very important wicket for Zimbabwe. The Indian captain gone. India 32 for 3.
Vinod Kambli comes to the wicket to join Navjot Sidhu. Nicely played by Sidhu into the gap at mid-wicket, and this should go all the way to the fence because he's really timed that one sweetly.
But this is a fast outfield here at Green Park in Kanpur. And Navjot Singh Sidhu now gaining in confidence. This is not an easy shot to play the flick wide of mid-on. And you need to be in form, you need to be confident of yourself to be able to play that shot.
That's beautifully stroked by Kambli, straight down the ground, and once it beat the bowler, it was 4 runs all the way. Lovely piece of timing.
Vinod Kambli uses a very, very heavy bat, and he's got several grips on that handle over there. Becomes a very thick handle, and You can see how effective that heavy bat is. Not much of a follow-through over there. Very, very good timing.
They're again calling for a single. This could be close. A little bit of hesitation there between Vinod Kambli and Navjot Sidhu. Had the man at cover picked up that ball and thrown it to the keeper, Kambli could well have been out of his ground. Down the track comes Kambli and plays it beautifully over mid-on to the pitch of the ball and going through with the shot. So a welcome boundary for India, 56 for 3. And this is the shot from Vinod Kambli. Oh, nicely played by Kambli. Waited on it, opened the face of his blade and gets 4 runs. 66 for 3 India.
It's a good shot there from Vinod Kambli. That's a good shot, beautifully placed.
It's quick to get onto that bad ball. It's really shot, doesn't have a mid on there, it's really shot. Kambli going on the back foot, watching it till the very end, playing it beautifully into that wicket area of long on.
A bit of good fortune there for Kambli. Inside edge, but it's finished up being well placed.
Well, it's quantity and not the quality that matters in one-day cricket. As you see, Campbell wanting to drive it onto mid-on, take inside edge. Nicely driven and well fielded. End of the over, India 85 for 3.
Just over the bowler's head and well placed in the end.
Nicely struck, getting a little bit of room. Ball pitched further away from the batsman. Taken right up top of that, on the rise. But we can see that didn't go really very high as much as Kambli would have intended. As Ian has been saying earlier, that it will be really difficult to hit it on the up.
Well hit. Just short of the boundary rope.
Using his feet really well, Vinod Kambli. Getting right on top of the ball with the swing.
There's 50 for Vinod Kambli. And now it's double pleasure in this over for the Indian fans. The second half century. Man out there, and he's dropped it. Stephen Peel will be mortified.
Straightforward chance. Wasn't difficult at all. Had to just move out a few yards onto his right. Full toss from Stephen Peel. Thank you, said Kambli didn't connect it well. I'd say quite a simple catch, straight to his hand, and what a drop.
And he's decided to call for the replay. A lot of misunderstanding here with Sidhu and Kambli, which is surprising when they've had such a long partnership.
Just playing in front of the square and going in for a single. The fielder really quick onto the ball, but no chance whatsoever. He's well in.
Beautifully played by Kumble here. Waited on it, opened the face of the blade and got the placement absolutely right, square of the wicket on the offside. 138 for 3.
Well, this is the new Kumble we are seeing. This is a very delicately played shot, very well placed too. Partner at the other end.
Well, this is the second time in quick succession that Kambli has been put down, and the Zimbabweans might well rue this drop chance.
Well, Campbell took that excellent catch to get rid of Azharuddin diving forward, and this is, in cricketing parlance, a sitter. And Kambli must be thanking his stars, but also hoping that he doesn't use too much of that luck.
Sidhu down the track this time. Cannot hit the ball out of the ground, straight into the hands of the long off fielder. Heat streak, and finally Paul Strang picks up a wicket. So Sidhu gone, 174 for 4.
For Sidhu finally losing patience, and as we said earlier, he's not quite happy trying to hit against the spin this time. Although he got hold of it, he wasn't able to clear that fielder at a long off. But he's played a valuable hand for India. Navjot Singh Sidhu out for 80, India 174 for 4.
The new man in, Jadeja, he comes in with just 9 overs left. Beautifully played on the offside by Kambli. Stepping back on that back foot and crashing it through the covers. 189 for 4 India after 43 overs. Down the track comes Jadeja. He's taken the ball on the full and hit it many a mile over deep mid-wicket. 6 runs.
It's not always easy to hit the full toss, particularly when it comes over the knees. But Jadeja, by stepping down the wicket, has got it at just the right height where he can use the full swing of his arms.
There's the 100 for the young man. A very excited player he is. Man it long on, and it's straight down his throat. Grant Flower taking the catch. That was well taken because that was drilled flat and hard. That ends an excellent innings from Kambli.
Superb innings of character. It was quite obvious that after he gets his 100, he'll go for the shots, which he exactly did after playing that lovely late cut for 4 on this occasion, wanting to hit him over the top. And as we've been talking from the very beginning, it won't be that easy to hit it over the top, but this occasion is not able to clear it. Kambli is gone for a brilliant 106. India 219 for 5.
Nayan Mongia, who played so well in Mumbai against Australia, comes in with India at 219 for 5. Heath streak now at the pavilion end. Streak and lock to finish out for Zimbabwe. Well hit and into the gap.
Again, drifting down the leg side, angling into the batsman. And Jadeja getting all the time and the opportunity to play that shot in the gap. This is what the bowlers should not try and do in these overs at the moment. They bowl so well.
Once again, finding the gap out there. That's excellent placement. This is a much better over for India.
Well, the previous over by Streak has definitely been somehow or the other, somewhere be made up in this over. Again down the leg side, Jadeja stepping out.
That's well hit. What a terrific start for the over. 4-4-6.
Taking it on the rise. Get the ball angling into Jadeja, and Jadeja takes the angle. With the angle, hits it over Long on. Effortless shot. Very well timed.
He hasn't bothered with the single. He's gone for 4. Terrific over. It's 241 for 5. It's well hit, but it's not going to reach the boundary. So Heath Streak doing an excellent job and keeping India below 250. And the target for Zimbabwe is 248 of 50 overs at an asking rate of 4.96 per over.
So a competent innings by India in the end there. 247 for 5 after what had been a very slow start for them, and it looked very dangerous at one point. Let's take a look now at the batting figures. And as you see there, with the opener Tendulkar, with his worst performance so far in the tournament, out for 3 by Heath Streak. But then Sidhu, his fellow partner opener, came in after being out of form for quite some time, scoring an excellent 80. Azharuddin and Manjrekar only able to get 2, but then Campbell saved the day with 106 there. Just hit it this time him. Looking at the bowling figures, Streak, as we said, 10 overs, 3 maidens for 21, 1 wicket. Lock, 2 wickets for 57. And not really a bad effort by Zimbabwe at all. Quite confident, really. And that will probably end.
Shavagal Srinath, who's going to start the bowling from the media centre end, has a slip and a gully. That one goes just wide of Tendulkar at first slip. Kambli. Excellent shot. Just a lovely flowing follow through. Zimbabwe 11-12 for North.
Again, beautifully played by Grand Flower. Again, easing it. In fact, it's Andy Waller easing it through the covers, and a good attempt there by Jadeja on the cover fence, unable to stop the ball. So another boundary for Zimbabwe.
Just got past the leg stump and past Mongia, gone for 4 byes.
Well, how did that one miss? This one really cut back in from Srinath. Surprised Grand Flower and went right through him. He may just have got an inner edge on that. Very lucky still to be there.
It's got to be gone. Yeah. The nod from Steve Buckner. It's an unorthodox way of giving it out, but we were just talking about the advantage of the silly point in the attacking tactic of the spin bowler. Really good thinking from India and the first breakthrough for them.
But this is what they were looking for, that breakthrough. And by having that fielder at silly point and Raju flighting the ball and drawing the batsman forward meant if he didn't quite cover it, there was always a possibility of that going to silly point where the captain himself is standing. That's Zimbabwe's first wicket gone for 59.
Guy Whittle is the new batsman, strong driver of the ball. That's trouble and out. Beautifully caught. Tendulkar moving forward at mid-wicket. We've seen 2 dismissals like that already today. The ball's not coming onto the bat. It makes the on-drive a difficult stroke. And Waller has fallen and Zimbabwe are in trouble.
Yes, the wicket is a little bit on the slower side, and unless you get right on top of the shot and get to the pitch of the ball, there's always the danger of hitting the ball up in the air. We saw that in the morning, and Tendulkar making up for his cheap dismissal with that brilliant catch. And Andy Waller has gone for 22, Zimbabwe 59 for 2.
Mr. Campbell has taken guard and will face Kumble.
And that's going to fall safely. Now Sidhu, I'm sure he had a foot over the line, and be interesting to see what the decision is. In fact, the umpire hasn't missed a trick. He's straight onto the walkie-talkie to get a replay. I think we'll find it's a 4.
Yes, nicely hit. Very safely into the gap. There we go.
That could run away to the boundary. Outfield is very fast. 76 for 2.
don't know whether that was a chance or not, but Tendulkar didn't look as sharp as he sometimes does.
Well, he didn't look happy either, because I think this one was hit back straight at him, and it was a definite chance. And it's not often you see Sachin Tendulkar dropping catches.
That's much more like it. A bit of real aggression from the Zimbabweans. Ian Chappell was talking about breaking your own shackles. Certainly done that, Alistair Campbell.
Well, that's one way of doing it, using your feet, getting to the pitch of the ball and finding the gap. The man at long on was wide.
He's got hold of that and given it a fearful piece of hammer. One bounce four, and this is the way Zimbabwe have got to go if they're to get right in this hunt for victory today. They've got all sorts of work to do in run rate. Lovely stroke.
And Jadeja doing the trick there for India. Brought on as the seventh bowler, getting the important wicket of Campbell. Trying to drive there and hitting the ball straight back to him. 96 for 3 Zimbabwe.
Nice work by Jadeja, very sharp return catch. And it's been difficult to drive the slow medium paces all day on this surface. Zimbabwe 96 for 3. Zimbabwean captain at the crease. Oh, there's trouble here immediately, and there's going to be a guess. I rather thought so. Cyril Mitchley optionless, but to ask for the second opinion. We've got a third umpire alongside us. It looks very, very tight to me.
We're sent back here by Andy Flower. It'll be interesting to see if Sachin Tendulkar has dropped the bails even before he's got his hands on the ball. Kambli coming in very quickly from backward square leg and shying at the stumps. Good throw. And in fact, this could be very, very close.
This is the angle that the third umpire will be interested in. Very difficult for him to tell if that's a direct hit or not. This is Samra Singh. Wants another look at it, and he'll get one. That's very good work from the third umpire, Mr. Samarasinga. He's given it a lot of thought.
Oh, this could be gone this time.
This is hopeless cricket, really and truly. It's a wry smile, as if to say this is the way of the tournament. And there's been a change in decision by the umpire. That's very interesting, because Guy Whittle was perfectly happy to go. He made to go off, and Cyril Mitchley said, "No, I'm sorry, son, but it's Whittle that's got to go, not Flower." Zimbabwe are 99 for 4. Craig Evans, the new batsman, strong right-handed striker of the ball. I've got to say, that's 4, an outside edge. Little outswinger from Jadeja. Craig Evans just leaning forward, got a thickish edge to it, and he ran away very fast. It's a quick outfield, a very good outfield here. And even the diving fielder could do nothing about it. And another one's gone. Zimbabwe are falling apart here. Craig Evans not even settled at the crease, having a big dart at Jadeja and paying the price.
Well, Craig Evans trying to hit the ball over mid-off even before he gets his eye in. Deceived here by Jadeja. The ball really not coming on. A quickish off spinner, and Anil Kumble making absolutely no mistake. In fact, it's Javagal Srinath diving forward. 4th Zimbabwe wicket gone, 106 runs on the board.
Chaos in the Zimbabwean batting ranks. Another wicket has gone. Craig Evans, and Heath Streak is at the crease.
the Indian batting, although it has done well so far, thanks mainly to Sachin Tendulkar. It's the Indian bowling that is really the cause for worry. And if Tendulkar and Jadeja can do the job, then it will take a load of Azharuddin's shoulders.
Excellent stroke from Andy Flower. That was a slower ball. He used his feet well and made a very good strike over extra cover. Zimbabwe 141 for 5. Hit very well. Heath-Streak is an excellent striker of the ball. Very dangerous man coming in the lower half of the order. Hits it very hard and very cleanly.
Yes, picks it up really well. The ball is in the stumps and Heath-Streak goes with the full flow of the bat, taking it on the rise and clearing it so easily for 4.
He's got to hurry. Oh, and Cyril Mitchley looks to ask for it. One felt that Andy Flower had made it on that occasion, but Mitchley wise to make sure.
It's always good to be certain, and if you are not sure yourself, then might as well go for the third umpire. You got the facilities as such, and that's a good pick up and throw. And is well in.
Worked away, and it's 4. Runs away very quickly down towards the pavilion end of the ground. And a very good little deflection from Heath-Streak.
Very fast outfield, and even the slightest of a chance, batsman playing in the gap, definitely easily get 4 runs. You see this drifting down the leg, flicks it very fine, gets 4 runs.
That'll be 4 more. Plenty of power in that stroke from Heath-Streak. Jadeja dropping short, and at his pace and on this surface, you certainly can't afford to do that. Zimbabwe 161 for 5. Nobody quite knew. The crowd felt just for a minute that was a catch. Streak powering into a pull. And Azharuddin diving at mid-wicket. Let's have a look.
It's a brilliant piece of fielding by Azharuddin. Well, you know, it just might have carried.
It's a big shout and out. Streak looking at the big pull sweep shot, and Raju has done the trick.
Well, the ball was well pitched up to him. There was no chance at all to go for that hoik on the off stump. Straight, laying across the line, wanting to sweep. So just pitching on the middle stump, and there he goes, absolutely plumb in front of the wicket. And follow that wicket, Zimbabwe 168 for 6.
Paul Strang is the new batsman, very gifted young leg spinner. And gone. Bowled on the big pull, and Raju has had a very good day. Great surprise when he was left out in Delhi, and his worth has been shown. As Zimbabwe have looked to accelerate against him and found it very difficult.
But you've got to be very watchful playing that shot. A track which is slow and low. This one from Raju on the middle stump, keeping really low. Andy Flower going for a big hit over mid-wicket, missing it completely. Is bowled for 26. Zimbabwe 173 for 7.
We've got a case of brothers at the crease now as Brian Strang, right-handed, joins Paul Strang. What a terrific stroke that is. He is a gritty little competitor, this Paul Strang. The slower ball from Prasad, and it's just been dismissed.
Well, he certainly has a good future. He's a fine young bowler, and here showing that he's no mug with the bat. Slower delivery from Prasad, promptly punished.
Goes. No question about that. Srinath much too good for the tail of Zimbabwe. Strang walking all the way across his stumps and looking to work it away to square leg. Pays the price for playing across the line.
Well, Strang has been strangled in this over by Srinath. Here looking to get inside the line of the ball and flick it on the onside. Makes no contact and has his stump shattered. 193 for 8 Zimbabwe.
Stephen Peel is the new batsman. That's a better shout, and out. Had to be. Brian Strang playing all across Trinidad, who just got the ball to come back off the seam. Enough to cause the problem.
Well, third time lucky for Srinath. 3 appeals were turned down. This time he gets this delivery to come back in a long way. And umpire Steve Buckner had no problem in giving the batsman Brian Strang out. 195 for 9 Zimbabwe.
And that's 4. Dismissive strike from Stephen Peel. It's gone up very high and out. The game is over. Venkapati Raju, who's bowled so well, has put an end to the 1996 World Cup for Zimbabwe. Disappointment for them, but absolute jubilation around the Green Park Stadium, where India have recorded a very effective victory.
Well, Spielia taking a chance once too often, hitting Kumble on the onside, getting a top edge, and Venkatapati Raju was never going to drop that one. He had his eyes on the ball all the way down. Zimbabwe were made to pay for it in the end. A score of 247 was always going to be formidable.
So an impressive victory there for India in the end by 5 wickets, and booking their place in the quarterfinals to play in Bangalore, either against Pakistan or New Zealand. Let's take a look at the cards. And as you see from the batting figures for Zimbabwe, quite an impressive day for Heath Streak, not only in his bowling, but also in his batting. 30 there. Grant Flower also with 30, and Campbell getting up to 28. 207 all-out Zimbabwe. Moving on, taking a look at the bowling figures now. Good day for Srinath, 10 overs, 1 maiden, and 2 wickets for 36. Kumble also impressive, 2 wickets for 32. But Raju back in the team for India, and straight back on form. 10 overs, 2 maidens, 3 for 30. So, brilliant performance by India. They roll on into the quarterfinals and just seem to get more and more impressive. We'll take a short break. There'll be more cricket coming up here on Star Sports in a moment.